I have to say that I'm not impressed with what I'm hearing. What I'm hearing is not going to be fun. And I hope you guys agree with me, of course, but this is all my own opinion.
Alright, impromptu video doing a key halfway. Blizzard drops news about Dinars. It really troubles me. I feel like Blizzard is always kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards. Season 1 wasn't the best. Season 2 was a banger to start. And then somehow, I don't know why they can't keep a clean sheet. Fun is detected. This Dinars thing is kind of nuts to me. So I'm gonna understand and explain why I think this is kind of a crazy idea. So they say that Season 2 Turbo Boost will launch on May 13th with Dinar, extended myth tracks, and high item level crafted gear. Okay, that's fine. So here's the quick TLDR before I read the detail, okay? And this is, even the bullet point itself is already starting to make me really wonder who the hell made all these decisions. Hero and myth tracks extended.
It's one of those things where you would hope it would be like season 4, but this is only season 2, and they're introducing Dinars. I don't know if you guys realize this, but I thought they had Dinars in earlier expansions or earlier seasons where you're able to get the Dinars and your alts would be able to just like be banger. I don't is that what am I misremembering?
To 8 from 6. I'm okay with character progression, to be honest. I don't have a big issue with this because I do feel like, okay, giving me some of the top end growth, that's good. I like that. There's something to work towards. This is where I start taking an issue with. Dinars are available weekly, but take 3 to purchase. So you need 3 weeks to get 1 dinar. In the
What was it before? What was it before?
past, if I remember correctly, it's kind of like every bi-weekly you get a dinar upgrade, right? Like in the Fated seasons. They are lengthening the process. So firstly, just hearing this is kind of weird already. Okay, fine, never mind. Dinar gear requires mythic boss to be killed for myth track piece. I think this is the thing that really turns people off. If you think back to the season where we had Dinars, we had Bullions, you literally get the myth track item by going to a vendor to exchange. Let's kind of understand why Dinar gear was even popular in WoW in our circles in the first place. It's because people like the fact that you can get your BIS item pretty late in the season. That's fine, whatever. They want their BIS item. There's something to look forward to get, I don't know, your mythic Jester Diamond and feel like, oh, I feel like I've powered up, my character feels great. But the fact that you kind of gate it behind a mythic boss, it pretty much says that, well, either you go find a mythic guild if you want your BIS gear, or you basically, I guess, buy a boost. Which, by the way, it might be Blizzard's big brain 9000 IQ move to try and
It quite honestly, we're all playing checkers. All right. Blizzard is playing chess. They're 3D. The way that they're looking at it is, how can we get all of those people that like to buy gold to step it up a notch and get us, maybe they'll buy tokens, which comes into our pocket. Maybe we'll crack down on everyone else that is buying outside of our process, which is the shop. Watch. I'm gonna put on a demonstration. I am going to put on the demonstration where I will be able to find myself buying a CE on stream. I will buy it. My character will probably get deleted because you guys will report me. But it's all about showing you how easy it would be if you have the expendable income to be able to do this. Now, I really don't have expendable income, but I do have the side of me that would like to see what it does.
get you to buy WoW tokens, because then you can buy a boost, you buy a I don't know, mythic Gallywix carry so that you can get your myth track, I don't know, Dinar trinket or, you know, whatever item you need, right? I just feel like this is such a misstep. Like the reason why Dinars and Bullions was successful is because it allowed people to gain access to that special trinket, the special ring that everyone looks forward to. That's why people stuck around. That's why people wants to play. I think a lot of people in the WoW community right now for Season 2, they are hanging on to the fact that there's a Dinar gear coming and they can get a power spike and they'll feel good about their character and they can push for the season. I think a lot of people are anticipating that. The fact that they announced that Dinar gear requires Mythic Boss to be killed for the Mythic track piece, I think kills a lot of the hype. And you can say, well, aren't you exaggerating?
So like let's say that you only, so if you look on Archon, if you look on Archon, and you guys know how much I love Archon, you get to see exactly what it is that you want. Like, what is going to make me BIS? Now, I have 2 great trinkets, and I really don't need anything from Raid. So I Raid still heroic, and I, like, anytime that I'm rolling on something, it's just for transmog. That is it. You know, so the one thing that I've always said about Blizzard, they just don't understand their player base. They don't. They don't. I just don't want to carry on anymore. I just feel like all of this is just
I see the other side. The other side is that the best BIS gear has always been from Mythic Raids. I understand that from a raiding standpoint. And by the way, I am Mythic raiding this season. I'm not advocating for this change because, you know, I'm not Mythic raiding. I am Mythic raiding. I have access to this. I am okay with this system because my character have access to this. But I'm not okay with this because it kills the hype for the majority of the community. Because there's always this, maybe call it Mythic Raider mentality that because I Mythic Raid, I should be entitled to having the best gear. And I think WoW, when it first started as a raiding first game, is entitled to that view. I think so. But over the years, WoW has also evolved in different ways. Raiding has become, I would say, less of a centerpiece for the game. More people are invested in Mythic Plus these days. It's more approachable. It's more easy for, you know, an average Joe to come home from work to say, I want to jump into a LFG and do a Mythic Plus. To get into a Mythic Raid is not something that everybody can do. So that's why I say maybe the 9,000 IQ.
Not only that, but because they lock everybody into that group that you join. So one of the things that we've all heard is like, if I join your group, Achilles, if I join your group, that means I'm locked to your group. And if you don't do any other Mythic pug groups, then that means I'm fucked. So who wants to join a myth? So like, is Blizzard trying to promote guilds? Or are they trying to promote sales? Allegedly they're going for sales. Because what makes everybody rich? The coin. The coin. The almighty coin.
Play they're going for is that they hope people buy WoW tokens, and the WoW tokens can then be used, you know, to buy Mythic Boost. Then they say that crafted gear gets 6+ item levels. I haven't read the details, I'll read it in a bit, but my guess is like you probably need to recraft. Recraft costs new materials, you need more WoW tokens, and by the way, consumables and all these crafting materials, this expansion, especially this patch, is kind of ridiculous. It's the second season and I'm still paying like through the nose for all my enchants and my consumables. And you can't help but wonder whether this is a big brain move by Blizzard to try and get you to buy WoW tokens. Anyway, I haven't read the details. Crest cap remove, great, love that. Delve improvements, great. But this thing is such a mood killer. So anyway, let me just kind of read the details, right? Because I just went off the bullet points. So Blizzard says, we are turning things up a notch during the War Season 2, the War Within Season 2, with increased rewards and improvements. to help you gear up your warbands is what we call a turbo boost. Okay, cute name, but okay, whatever. During this event, hero and myth upgrade tracks will extend 2 upgrades from 6 to 8, and the cap for crest is lifted. And Valor Stones become warbound for the remainder of the season. Okay, so Valor Stones becoming warbound is a good change, right? For the longest time, we said Valor Stones is just a ridiculous system, it serves no purpose. Warbound, good change. Cap for crest is listed, great change because it allows you to reroll. I really like that. Mythic Plus drop rates for warband until equip gear also double. Great, so it's great for alts. I love this. This is perfect. Then this is the part where
Now, one of the things that I have not been doing,
it goes downhill.
I have not been playing any alts. I've been concentrating on my main because they gave us a goal, right? And the goal is to get 3K. So right now I'm 30-29. And then they give us resilient keys, which is amazing. A good push. But how much of this is marketing and how much is this just trying to get you to spend more money on the shop? True story. I just got done buying 3 tokens. I bought 3 of them. I spent my first 3 trying to level up my enchanting and my blacksmithing. And I'm continuously putting it into the game. Cash is king. Where in this game, gold is king.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
That's Scuba Steve, how you doing? So one of the things I'm thinking is they're trying to delve up a moment where they truly want you to put more money into the shop. So this is becoming a pay-to-win game. Now, I know they have to make their money, but they're a live service game. I give them my 1604 a month. They want you to be able to, come in and log in every day. So they give you a little bit of FOMO. A little bit. Not as much as used to, but a little bit. Then they're not releasing all the content all at once. No, we get one piece of it here. We get another piece of it 6 weeks later. We get another piece of it 2 weeks later. We're almost at 11.2. I quite honestly think that they think we're nothing but shills for this game. But they don't remember. What they don't remember, chat, they don't remember Shadowlands. Somebody out there does not remember Shadowlands and what the exodus was that chased us all to Final Fantasy 14, Grand Theft Auto 5, like all those beautiful games that are out there. They better get their heads out of their asses. Like I heard, and I haven't tried it, I heard that when this new patch hit, it was undoable for a majority of the people that were trying to do it. Now, I don't know much about the Q&A team that works for Blizzard. I don't know what they get paid, if they get paid at all. It might be in cookies or pudding. Yeah, here, have some pudding. Here, have some fucking Twizzlers. Which, by the way, I'll have some Twizzlers. But quite honestly, I don't get it. Like, what is it that is making you stick around? If you gave up, let me know down in the comments. Let me know. Because at this point, on other videos I've seen, people are giving up. They're like, I've walked away from this game. So, I don't know if you guys believe that, but I truly don't know where it's going.
This is a part where fun is detected. Like season 2 is such a banger, and then they drop something like this, which is pick up a new weekly quest to defeat 4 raid bosses from Liberation on Undermine, earn 1 puzzling cartel chip per week with a maximum of 6 puzzling cartel chips per character. So let me just kind of understand this. Not only do I need to work to get my dinar, in the past, I'm kind of like, it's easy to access the dinar. Now, to get 1/3 of a piece of dinar, you need to raid weekly, defeat at least 4 raid bosses to get 1 of the chip with a maximum of 6 chips. And you will eventually...
And this is what I'm saying. Blizzard is not reading the room. They are not reading the room. They think that they still have us by the balls, but I'm telling you, I can quit this game right fucking now. I don't care if my player viewership drops to fucking 0. I can go have a better time playing Red Dead Redemption and enjoying myself. They're not reading the room. And they truly don't understand what the player base is wanting. We don't want caps. We don't want caps anymore. I pay for this game. I want this game. I want all my gear now, yada, yada. And there's a bunch of alts, people that play alts, like a lot of alts. Just, god damn. I don't want to be a doomer all the time because I know I'm not a shill for World of Warcraft. You know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. I'm not a shill for this fucking game. The first reason I quit was because I saw that I'm on a treadmill. You know? And then when I came back, I was on a treadmill, but I had to play the same 8 dungeons for 3 seasons in a row, trying to get the same gear that I had, but that couldn't be leveled up. Oh, don't get me fucking started. You know what? I'm going to say this to all you guys out there that are watching this video. If you can get out of this game now, if you're not truly invested, leave the fuck out. For your own sanity, get the fuck out of this game. And anything like it. Because it is not healthy. It's not healthy. When you want to play a game, play something like Red Dead Redemption. Go play Elder Scrolls Oblivion, but don't dump your money in. Play other games. This game is just... If the only reason that I quit streaming is because I'm done with the grind. MMOs are always about the grind. I understand that. Like, if you don't want to play the game, then get the fuck out. I understand you. But you don't want it to be your job. You don't want it to be your job. Like, you already work your 8 to 10 hours or maybe even 12 hours. You don't want to be here to work another 5 hours to 6 hours, maybe even 7, and you wake up for work and you're like, oh, I didn't sleep that good. I don't know if I'll be able to work today. And then you start calling off of work. This becomes an addiction. Don't let your kids get into this. Quite honestly, in my opinion, don't let your kids get into anything like this because it's something that's so... Like, if we have to talk about the mental part, I'll bring on a doctor that will talk about what the hits of seeing the numbers go up do to your brain. And that's reason 1 why these games are so addictive.
Purchase each item with 3 of these chips, which means for 3 weeks in a row, I need to do my weekly. Are they nuts? If it's a simple thing like, let's just go to the dungeon, do 5 dungeons, give you a chip. Okay, fine. There are non-raiders out there. Again, I'm raiding. This doesn't concern me. I'm just saying there's people out there, the majority of people, like, they're not hardcore raiders. Okay, and you can say, well, you can do it on LFR, right? Like, they might say, what's the problem? Just go queue LFR. Yes, but I don't enjoy queuing LFR. I want to play the game how I like to play the game. Don't force me to do artificial content. Like, is this going back all the way to, I don't know, Shadowlands eras, where it's like you gotta do all these chores that I don't want to do to get player power?
That's just it. Didn't I just say that? It's all about like Shadowlands. Fuck. And if they're going down that route, this expansion is going to go down quick.
What if I don't?
But the only way that you make any of these people learn, cancel your subscription. Like I said, I got my 3K. I got my title back. I am the oldest 3K player in the world. Be done with it. Don't make this the content that you make about. I'm a streamer. I also am creating YouTube videos. Give up on it. But I also have a real job. A job that I work 10 to 12 hours at. Don't make this your life.
To raid. I don't want to do LFR. I don't want to sit there and just like, you know, hit a target dummy while 19 other people watch Netflix. But I just think that if you're gonna gatekeep your cartel chips, you can time gate it. I think that's still barely okay.
The time gating is horrible. Horrible. I would really like to sit in a room with the executives. You know, I've talked to executives before. And I'm never scared. You know I'm not scared? Because as I got older, I was somebody that realized that I had a lot of knowledge in my job, in my field. In my field. And these guys all thought about the dollar signs. Not the people behind, like I work in transportation. You didn't think about the people behind the wheel. You didn't think about the people that are actually trying to make your business work. So I was entrusted with trying to come up with a Jerry Maguire mission statement. It didn't go as bad as Jerry Maguire, the movie. But quite honestly, it was very close to saying that everyone that sits behind the keyboard trying to make things go around are all expendable. They're all expenses. The drivers, and I'm sorry that I'm going off on this tangent, the drivers that work for you are all the people that make you the money that have your job or give you your job. We need to take care of them the most.
Okay, but the fact that you not only time gated, you gated behind a quest, I think that's a really dumb decision. Really dumb decision. You can time gate it. Okay, if you want time gate it, fine. People are not happy, whatever. But gating it behind a raid, I think, stupid idea. I can't defend this. This is ridiculous. Anyway, raid gear vendor. Consultant Rexel and Dawn Ogal, located near the Great Vaults, will let you purchase a select group of carefully curated items from the Undermine raid, such as weapon trinkets and other special items. Each item can be purchased.
And another reason that I don't like what's going on is because they're time gating it behind the level of boss that you beat. Hey Crow, how you doing, brother? So what happens is that you need to use your a slow day today. I don't give a fuck. You use your fucking time to do the content that you want. So let's say Greg from accounting, he wants to come home and he wants to do some LFR. All right? He's going to do some LFR Now his dinars are tied to LFR. Let's say Jimmy, who works at the bike shop, is looking forward to getting home, and all he wants to do is do some Mythic Plus. Guess what? He can't get any dinars because he's not doing a raid. Wait, what? This is season 2. Season 2 is not supposed to be so goddamn penalizing for those people that don't. Because guess what? In season 3, you got to grind that shit all over again. The more I listen to myself, the more I want to say, leave. Hallelujah. Quite honestly, I'll go to work more. I'll make more money because streaming pays shit. And 3K, like if I go tell my brother / nephew, hey, I just hit 3K, he'll be like, I don't give a fuck. That's how minimal that we are doing. I think this needs to be a different video because I'm gonna fucking crash out. I think that Blizzard just doesn't realize who we are as players. There was a thing called respecting our time. Respecting our time that meant that we would be giving you our money religiously month by month. And then the next thing you know, we're not finding an enjoyment out of your content. Now this patch here, 11.1.5, doesn't work upon release. Doesn't give you I don't want to say anything vulgar because I'll be canceled. But it's definitely not what we wanted. All right? It's just not.
With 3 cartel chips, players can purchase mythic and heroic gear, but will require the associated bosses that have been defeated at least once in any difficulty to purchase hero track gear, at least once in mythic difficulty to purchase myth track gear. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you can also say that people can park AOTC, right? If you want a mythic, you want a heroic Galliwix trinket or item, you can just go park AOTC. Get it. But some people don't enjoy that process of pugging AOTC raids. And by the way, pugging AOTC raids is kind of gatekeepy. It's kind of like those job advertisements where it's like an entry-level job out of college, but they need 5 years of work experience. Like, you need AOTC achievement to get into an AOTC run kind of thing, right? So it's not as easy as go pug in AOTC. I have the good fortune of being in a raiding guild, so it's easy, but I can tell you in my non-raiding days, I know it's difficult. And I can feel like a lot of Mythic Plus only players will be very upset with the fact that I need to at least kill the boss in order to get the boss's weapon, trinkets, and loot. That's just who in Blizzard hates fun. Who in Blizzard hates fun? I am really interested to know who hates fun. Like, why is there a fun police in this game? I just don't get it. You have an absolute banger of a season. You can absolutely make players happy by making the right decision here. Why? Why do you sabotage your own success? Why do you sabotage your own success, Blizzard? You have done so well this season. Why? Why is it that every time something is good in WoW, you want to try something that you know really
Hallelujah,
presses
brother.
people's buttons?
Hallelujah.
Just, I don't know.
Shout it out
This
from
is
the
such
hills.
a puzzling decision. I am just totally baffled by this. Again, if you think that I'm whining because I don't get access to my gear, think again, because I raid. I mythic raid this tier. After so many years, I'm mythic raiding.
He is a mythic fucking raider. So none of this applies to him. He is truly a person of the a community. He knows all you motherfuckers out there, including myself. We won't get to mythics. Unless I purchase it, I won't get to enjoy the dinars that could get me the Jastar diamond at a mythic level. And then I gotta still put in more time to probably build it up. You know, if I'm spending real money to buy gold, which I might do, guess what? We are not worthy of what it is. Fucking Blizzards, they're so fucking stupid.
Concern me, but I already feel like this is absolutely like bad for the community. Why? And then you have this delve improvements that honestly nobody cares about. Honestly, I like once.
Like, who gives a fuck about delves anymore? When you're at Mythic Plus or Heroic level, you don't give a fuck about delves. I have 14 keys in my bag.
I read this paragraph, I don't even bother reading this. Okay, fine, you get an adventure to boost brands experience, and or you have new delvers bounty. Like nobody yeah, okay. You increase your delvers journey, you get more stuff. Great, you earn more stuff. But I guess the biggest insult is we will see you in Azeroth. Like, no, I don't think you'll see a lot of people in Azeroth. I think after this announcement, a lot of people are done. I think so. I think some people will check out the season. They'll be like, oh, well, I'm not gonna bother tugging or trying.
Yeah, because quite honestly, IDAGH, right? Is that how it says? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. There's nothing that I need. Like I recently put in Discord, I guess this says I am officially done. I have my title back. I am the oldest 3K player in the world. I don't need this game. I need you guys. But I don't need this game.
Trying to get access to Jester Diamond and stuff. So I'm done for the season. See you. I will see you in other games, probably. It's just
I am the oldest 3K player in the world. JJ Woodard, if you want to say WoW Grandma is, you're okay. Well, then okay. Prove it to me. Send it to me in Discord, and then I will beat him too.
disappointing. It really is disappointing.
Send
Recipes
it to me,
crafted
bro.
with a spark of fortune, or by the way, this is the
send it to me.
crafting upgrade. Recipes crafted with a spark of fortune can now be further recrafted or crafted with an augmentation matrix, empowering the item up to 6 item levels. These augmentation markers or matrices can be purchased at any enchanting supply vendor. Okay, yeah, so if I have to recraft it again, I probably need to spend gold on materials. So I can't help but wonder if some big brain person in Blizzard decided that, how do we lengthen and stretch out the amount of time people spend on World of Warcraft? I know, let's firstly time gate the dinars. Let's make it such that you can only get 1 dinars every 3 weeks. On top of that, we will make sure that players have to do the raid, the heroic raid or the mythic raid equivalent in order to get access to those gear that they want. So on top of waiting 3 weeks, they also need to find another raiding guild or a source of raid, or they buy WoW tokens for a boost, which is all net positive for me. Either my numbers go up or I get more money through WoW tokens, great. And then, you have all these recrafting stuff, which is an excuse to buy more WoW tokens so I can recraft stuff. I don't know, I can't help but...
I'm sitting at 3029 right now. JJ, I'm sitting at 3029. I need 2 keys to have my resilient 13s. So like I said, I am the oldest 3K player in the world, bro.
Be very cynical when I read this.
You know what? We should create a little bit of a bet. Let's see who gets the highest. She is still 3K? All right, well then I am the oldest 3029K player in the world. And I'm not done. After this post, I might be fucking done. But introduce me to her, if you don't mind. Let's be friends. And let's go there together. Oldest male, oldest female. Why not? Let's go.
This thing. I just think that they kind of missed the mark. I totally can see there's a camp of players who will say, well, this is the natural order in World of Warcraft. Meaning, if you don't raid, you cannot access the best gear.
Now, one of the things that Blizzard has always tried to do is push you towards raid. I don't know why. because they've done a really good job at putting people or giving people the content that they want. So if you want a PvP, it's there. Although they've kind of forgotten about it, but guess what? You can still do a lot of great things there. You could still get all your great loot. You could still, earn your titles and your achievements. Mythic Plus. Challenging. Redoable. Spammable. Until they have those fucking caps on everything. Oh my god. Fucking punch somebody in the face, whoever came with that one. And then raiding. Now I love raiding, guys. I really, really do. Do I get bored with it? Yeah, because most of the time now when I'm raiding heroic, I don't need anything. I.e., I just got done doing a raid yesterday, heroic raid. I won 2 pieces, but my choice was transmog. I don't need anything from raid because most of my shit is already maxed the fuck out. I'm one of the highest IO/item level people in the guild. So I don't need anything from there. Unless I roll for off spec, which I did just the other night. They asked me to tank, so I got a better shield and I got a better upgrade for a sword and things like that. But I don't get often asked to tank because everybody knows I suck at tanking. So like I'll tank up to a 10 and that's about it. Don't fucking ask me to do more because I'm not good. I'm not good. But when it comes to being able to play my main spec which is Ret Pally, dude, I'm on fire. You'll see the videos coming up pretty soon if you want to come to this channel and you'll want to see them. I did 13s for the last 13s and I did 2 to get my 3K and I did 1 plus to get 3029. So, and I'm not done. I'm not done. I don't want to be done. I want to play more, but I don't know what Blizzard's mind is. Their mind thought is here. I don't know what their play is. Is it to make us buy all the tokens off of the shop so that we can go to the sellers and get like the top Jasper ring or Jaster ring or the best House of Cards maybe? I don't know. Because none of these are coming off of Mythic Plus. So like you can't go to the vendor to get your Priory of the Signet. Yeah? You can't go there for that. You can't get it.
Understand that has always been how things are. I totally get it. But we are in a new era of World of Warcraft. We are not in the old Shadowlands, do your chores, get your player power nonsense. Why are we going back to that? I just don't get it. I sincerely hope Blizzard reconsiders this thing. Blizzard, if you're listening, I sincerely hope you reconsider. This is an insult to what people think Dinars are. Wait, there's one more rant. I almost forgot. Okay, so another point I would like to make is this. It's so late in Season 2 already. Like, I totally get the fact that at the start of the season, you want to gatekeep the best trinkets, rings, and weapons behind the raid. I totally get it. If it's like...
I don't get it. Why gatekeep anything, chat? I don't understand gatekeeping. You're already giving them the money. You are betrothed to them. You are or betrothed to them. You're married to them. So if you're married to them, shouldn't they give you everything? All of me, all of you, like that John Legend. All of me. Want all of you. You know what I'm saying? So don't try and just gatekeep so fucking much. God damn, you got my money. You got my wallet is in your hand.
Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, week 5, week 6, I totally get it because it's unfair to the Mythic Raiders. I totally get that. But it's like the season is in the second half. People are checking out. They're going for the summer holidays. They're playing other games. Why don't you let people have fun? Like there's no downside to this, Blizzard. There's not like, oh, Timmy looted Jester Diamond 3 Dinars, and therefore Tommy has one less Jester Diamond to loot from Mythic Gallywix. They are all pixels. There's no like scarcity concept here. So I don't understand. If it's like early in the season, I totally.
And that's one of the things that I believe as well. Like if any of you guys understand, you're all human beings behind these keyboards. We all have lives. One of you might have gone to have chicken. One of you might have went to go have Mexican, and the other one went to go have Chinese, or any other dish that you want. This is supposed to be a game of luxury, a game that you can come to and you can just enjoy, kind of like sitting out at the beach, having a Corona with your lime, sitting under the sun, and it's nothing but cool breeze, white waters, or blue waters and white sand. White waters would be really that would be kind of cool. Anyways, you're not there. I don't understand why the fuck anybody would try and put this on lockdown or on any kind of like, you can only have this when you do that.
Get time gating it and gating it behind a raid boss kill. But it's so late in the season already, it doesn't matter. People are gonna check out anyway. Don't get it. Anyway, ending video here. I am speechless. Don't know what they're thinking. If you enjoyed this video, don't thank me. Thank all our patrons.
All right, we're gonna thank Quasi. By the way, I agree with just about everything that he says. Just about, because I think he kind of missed something. What did he miss? We'll cover that in another video. I posted that there for you guys in chat. But I don't know, chat. I kind of feel, look, if you're here at the end of the fucking video, put at the end of the video, hit beer or cheer. Let's type in cheers. I quite honestly believe that we need to do a better job at letting Blizzard know that we don't approve. Now, is it always the loudest wheel gets the oil? Well, fuck yeah, it is. Because we're the one keeping food on their plates. So, am I a hater about this? I'm not fucking happy. I ain't fucking happy. Do I need any of it? Not really. But I know a lot of you guys out there do. I know a lot of you guys want more. Why can't it be like Season 4? We were able to get mythic pieces, doing LFR, and getting our bullions. Now they're called Dinars. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. But anyways, if you like the content, give me a like, give me a subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, keep calm, keep your head on a swivel, and be good to one another.